Everyone, I'm in a very cool place right now. I want to show it to you. It's a place called Scroggins Aviation. Okay, it's this company here in Vegas, owned by Doug Scroggins, who's here with me now, and he's going to kind of walk us through and show us what this is. Basically, he got his start in the movie industry when he did the movie Flight, right, with Denzel Washington. Obviously, an aviation-based kind of movie. I'm going to turn this around so you can see what his warehouse looks like. Check this out. Right here. Let's just start right here. Doug, thank you for. Do you want to go on that side?
Yes.
So what are we looking at here? This is just a cockpit, but this was used.
Of a helicopter. Yeah, we built this. We cut it off on a retired helicopter, and so the studio asked us to supply them just the nose section for the feature film Independence Day Resurgence.
Independence Day. That's like a big time movie.
Film. Right.
Let's look inside. So Doug and his company, they build this, and then the actors sit in these seats, the director's right here with the camera, and then you can go into the movie theater when the movie comes out and take a look at your own handiwork, right?
Right, yeah, exactly. And it was a fun project. It didn't get a lot of play in the film, but we do have other assets here that was really heavily featured in a lot of big blockbuster films.
Yeah, we're going to keep walking around. How about this one right here? What is this?
This is a medevac helicopter we're going to be building up for a show coming next year in February. It's an EC-135, and we'll be building that up, as well as this Delphine here. This will be built up for a Marvel film next year.
I might ask you to do this a couple times during the course of the video, but without any description, can you just rattle off like 6 or 7 names of movies that you've worked on?
Jurassic World, Terminator Genesis, Spider-Man, Homecoming, Captain America Civil War, Sully, Jumanji that's coming out, Rampage which is coming out, a number of TV shows. I mean, the list goes on. There's just so many. And
current movies that are in theaters right now: Spider-Man: Homecoming,
so you got
Dunkirk, the Christopher Nolan movie that just came out. Heard very good things about that. He's got a bunch of guys here working, building these sets. Today's actually moving day. They got outside Chinook, which we're going to take a look at in a moment. And that's going to, we can't say what movie it is. It's a current project. It's not even out yet, but that's going to a big budget studio film that you will.
$100+ million feature film.
$100 million budget.
If you pan to the right, this is the cockpit we used in the feature film Spider-Man: Homecoming. We built this cockpit for them.
So this is Spider-Man: Homecoming. They used this cockpit in the movie. And kind of a fun little fact, Doug, who owns this company, who builds all these sets, he played the pilot, or the captain rather, that sat in this chair, and he was killed by one of the characters in the movie, right? But they ended up.
It would have been Michael Keaton played the bad guy, but unfortunately they opted it out and they deleted it with the sympathy of the character, and you can kind of see why. But they killed quite a bit of characters off, so I didn't make the cut. Unfortunately, as well as everybody else.
Doug hit the cutting room floor. Yeah. Okay, now if you're still with me, you can take a better look at the garage, what these guys are doing. We're going to go outside now. Alright, so we're about to do what I personally think is the coolest part of this whole day. You see this plane right here? At least the front of a plane. You can see it's not a full plane at all. This is just a movie set. Well, we were in here before, and you'll see this on 13 Action News tonight at 5 and 6, but this is the plane that they used in the movie Sully. I'm sure you've heard of it. Tom Hanks, big time movie, and we were inside before, so you're going to see that later tonight on the news at 5 and 6 o'clock. Tom Hanks was sitting right in that chair. That's where the movie was filmed. And then Doug told me that he was in back here with Clint Eastwood, the director. Maybe you've heard of him, Clint Eastwood. And they filmed the movie. They filmed many scenes in here, right?
Yeah, we did quite a bit of shots in this cockpit with Aaron Earhart and Tom Hanks. Our technicians were on board, as well as the visual effects supervisor. This whole entire rig, if you will, was set up on a motion base, something similar to you find in a flight simulator, and it would just bounce us around quite a bit. So if you've seen the movie, you know that they have to simulate the crash scene, the aircraft impacting the water, and all that was done on this motion base. So we were shooking around quite a bit, and there's a heavy-duty base on the base of it here that it was attached to. And we were quite a ways up in the air during the filming of it. It was a fun project to work on. I enjoyed every bit working with Tom Hanks, Aaron Earhart, Clint Eastwood, and the entire production staff, and including our team, did a great job on this film, and we're really happy with the turnout. This cockpit, again, is actually getting prepped. It'll leave sometime this year. It'll be cut down to size and shipped to Atlanta for a feature.
Wow. All right, now we're going to go inside the big boy if we can.
Yeah, this is the big dual rotor blade Chinook, Boeing CH-47 Chinook. It's all been prepped and ready to go out. It leaves today for a feature film. It's 150 million plus film, and it has a really good strong cast. Can't say again what it's for.
So this is going out. It's going to be used in a big budget Hollywood movie, a $150 million movie, and it's built right here in Las Vegas. Today is shipping day for this one. It's going out, can you say what city it's going to?
It is going to Vancouver.
It's going to Vancouver, where they're filming this big budget movie. And yeah, and if you ever, all these movies that he's worked on, it was an impressive list. I don't know if you were here, if all of you were here before, but this list of movies is, let's see. This around so we can talk. So the list of movies includes Flight with Denzel Washington, Sully, Tom Hanks, Jurassic World, Terminator Genesis, Captain America Civil War, 50 Shades Darker, the sequel to 50 Shades of Grey. So he's worked on all these movies. These planes and helicopter sets are built right here in Vegas, and then they get shipped out. And if you ever watch any of these films in theaters, if you wait till the end of the credits, I was actually just talking to one of your employees, Alan. He says he waits for the end of the credits, and you see Scroggins Aviation right there at the bottom. And yeah, we were just looking at this one, the movie Sully with Tom Hanks, and Doug actually received a credit in the movie. He was the official technical aviation advisor for that, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, so this is just a really cool place that I'm getting to visit today.